Cowboy Jim. Monday night. I had no idea I would be running my mouth so much today. Good grief. Will Smith? Oh, the Fox News, about half of them are divided 50-50. And some of them are saying Will Smith was really good. That's what being a man is all about. Others are saying, oh, it's just, who gives a care? I mean, listen, if you live your life subject to the appraisal that others place upon your life, you try to determine your equitous value based on how you're appreciated, you're screwed. It's simple. You are. Don't you worry about other people unless you think you may be wrong, and then you listen. It's really debilitating. Okay, let's run this, and we have to call this an end, because, geez, I'm 72, and oh look, yes, oh geez, time marches on. Okay, so China is convincing the world to change their economic system from basing it on the dollars of the United States of America to basing it on the Chinese currency. It may be called yen or something. Well, I don't know, but I think it is. Okay, so some time ago I told you about what Joe Biden spoke about just 3-4 days ago. Joe Biden said, hey, we're getting ready to enter a new world order. And people said, I'm not listening to that Irish guy, eh? I mean, if that is what he really thinks? Because I mentioned it about a month ago. And I've known about it for about 25 years. Within the scripture belt, the Bible belt, it's been a very important consideration. No one knew how in the world to recognize it when it got here, but we all knew from studying scripture, from going to church. I don't do that anymore. It doesn't make me better. May not. Oh, my sisters would not agree, but hey, I'm going to slide this in. They don't watch my stuff much. May not make me worse. I tell you, if I were near Calgary, I'd be going to Center Street Church, eh? I mean, it's just a simple fact. Best preaching in the world. Scripture. They really stick with it. Okay, here. New World Order. What does that mean? It means a New World Government that was set up 25, 30 years ago. All the major countries of the world got together and drew up a game plan. This is how we're going to implement a one world government when all the countries are going to hell. When they're bankrupt, when they are running out of money, when they don't know how to govern anymore because the simple people have gotten in power. One world monetary system. Oh, it's so much easier if we just have a single dollar type thing. It won't be called the dollar. It will be a computer bank card. But it will be a one world monetary system, a one world banking system, and there will only be one bank. And instead of carrying a bank card, you are going to have a stencil. Bill Gates, he's kind of got her figured out. And he's probably not too far off. A permanent number, numerical value. Well, we used to talk about 666, which was considered the value of a man. But it's not 666. It has to be another individual number that recognizes you as an individual that would allow you to conduct business, buy food, fuel, even if it's expensive. Oh, geez, that's a sore subject with me, eh? One world religion. Well, why would you have a one world religion? Well, because you have religious groups within the world who are intolerant of one another. Okay? And I don't mean Christians, but I mean the religious people of the world who, if you are a member of the LGB society, well, they take you up to the tallest building and throw you over. You want to watch people have a change of heart, well, have 1,000 or 20,000 gays, which is their choice to be. It's their choice, not mine. But if you had 10 or 20,000 of them lining the stairwell, going up to a 25 or 30-story building and just flipping them over, may change their perspective, shall we say? Who knows? It may not. That's what we're coming to. A new, as Joe Biden said, a new world order. Monetary, government, religious. Okay. Crazy? Want to bet? I'm not betting. Because I'm not taking that stupid mark of the beast. So you wouldn't be able to pay me anyways. Even were I right. So, where do we take it from here? Well, where are we being taken from here? Who's taking us? The Joe Bidens of the world? The Nancy Pelosi's of the world? Oh, hey, listen, you know, politicians only go into politics for they care for you. Nancy Pelosi right now apparently is worth $118 million. I don't know how much she started with, but it sure as hell was not $118 million. I doubt. If my sisters watch this, they'll be so choked that I said the hell word without referring to a place that was really hot. Just saying. So, we're on the brink of a third world war that I think started 3 weeks ago. Our political leaders, well, not Trudeau, because in spite of all his efforts and in spite of everything his dad did to screw up the Canadian oil energy sector, we still are oil independent. Probably the only country in the world other than Russia, okay, who are. Joe Biden still paying $27 million a day to Soviet Russia. And it's not quitting anytime soon. And the NATO countries over there, they're going to buy. Why? Because their people will freeze their buns off if they don't. They have to buy. Biden, the idiot who's on their own, geez. Oh, Dear God, take me home before I become that stupid. Serious. Joe Biden is sitting on enough oil. It was reported today from the Premier of Alberta, as mentioned on Hannity, that had we continued on with the Keystone Pipeline, that today we would have been delivering a 900,000 barrels of oil to the U.S. a day. Do you understand that? Do you understand why Joe Biden won't allow oil to be something they can fall back on? Because tree hugging is very important. Every evergreen needs a hug, and several spikes put in indiscriminately so that the poor blighter cutting the bloody tree down gets killed when his chain on the chainsaw breaks from hitting a spike. Hey, that's fair. Is that fair? It's not fair. Okay. So, Biden will not allow any oil development on federal lands because it will screw up their game plan for electric vehicles. It will screw up global warming. Children, you got to come to the place where you realize it's horseshit. It's what it is. Global warming. So our part of the world, the globe, we cease and desist any production of anything that will screw up the atmosphere. And on the other side of the coin, China and Russia, they don't care. Their economy grows, ours goes in the toilet. You think Biden? You think the Democrats in the States? You think Trudeau up here don't have a game plan for our demise? Denigration? Well, I'm sorry. I think they do. And I think it's to our detriment. I really do. So, I'm about tired. What are you going to do? Get pissed off? Get angry? What good's that? I've said for about a month, 3 weeks, about the best thing you can do is pray. Pray for the Ukrainian people. Who knows? You may well be able to open your home up to a mom and some kids who you think those little kids over there in the Ukraine are going to handle warfare any better than our own soldiers who are suffering from PSTD or whatever? We are in the process of making millions of children to be so screwed up because of war. What would you yourself do if tomorrow morning you woke up and there were bombs landing in your hometown, in Fort Mac here? Well, it wouldn't interfere with my going down to Tim Hortons and getting a coffee. Oh, well, wouldn't that be too bad? You see, We have got to stop thinking like this is a stupid television show. These are people's lives. What you're listening to, it is crap on the news. Sort through that junk. Grab onto something that has a little bit to do with God that you can hold on to as a life preserver. You're sinking. We are sinking. We're screwed. Not an alarmist. This is just a fact. Pray, children. Pray for the Russian people who, when they protest, they get thrown in jail. Oh, well, hot damn, that's not much different than Canada. Understand? Understand? It's not much different than Canada. When a people protest and rebel against the leadership of dictatorial people, Trudeau is as much a dictator as he could probably ever be. Or in the EU, NATO countries would not have called them out, Croatia and Germany. You missed that. You missed a lot. Okay, God bless. Okay, you have a good night. Don't sweat it. You're going to live till you die. What are you going to be remembered for? Who is going to be left to remember you? You take the mark of the beast, you're screwed, eh? Okay? 10, 15, 20, 30 videos ago, I did a video on that. It wasn't bad. Pretty accurate. God bless, saying. God bless. Hey. You love someone? Take a look at your image in the mirror. Do you love someone? You don't have a clue if we have 6 months. Oh, most of my knowledgeable friends say we don't even have 3 years left until this earth is screwed. You love someone, you grab their hand and you just cherish the joy. In heaven there will be no giving and or taking in marriage, okay? I'm just saying. God bless, see? Think about it, okay? You are responsible for your children, you take care of them. But you remember, life as we know it, it's not as long as we had hoped. God bless.